And here we are, back again. I feel like you guys are in my face a little bit more than you guys have been on maybe like some previous recordings. I hope you guys don't mind. I am sans makeup today, so I hope that it's not looking too bad. I wanted to do a little video on this because I think that right now a lot of women are obsessed with relationships, and since I'm not in one, I wanted to make a video for the girlies who ain't in one, and maybe even for the girlies who are currently in a relationship, because this video isn't to bash anything, or it's not to go against relationships at all, because I still do very much so think that relationships are important, especially, you know, intimate relationships. It's just that now that I'm no longer in one, I have a different perspective about them. Now that I'm in a space and I'm much more liberated from the sense that I need a partner, or that a partner is a necessary thing, I'm in a different space mentally and don't really feel the same way that I used to feel about them. So I am going to just go ahead and lay out a couple things that I've learned since I have been in this much more healthy space, healing space rather, because I'm going to therapy and everything like that. But I have different thoughts about relationships than I used to have, and I have thoughts on, you know, some things that I've discovered about myself and about life since it's not a focal point for me anymore. And hopefully it resonates for someone. If you're going through a breakup, this could be good for you too, just to kind of understand that they are not the end all be all of sorts. And so, number one, relationships can be great. Like I was saying, like they can be good because they can, you know, give you a partner. They can give you, you know, someone that excites your life, lights your life up. You know, people say that your highest point of manifestation sometimes is when you're in love, because you're in such an open and vulnerable space that the good things can come to you, and there's a lot more passion behind how you feel. So, you know, I don't think that relationships are bad. I think that they can be quite good if you are in a good space in them, if you have a partner who is healthy, that is, you know, a good match for you, whatever that means for you. If you have somebody who's lighting your life up like fiery, then I think that this could be great. Relationships could be great. But conversely, I think that they can be a distraction. I think that they can be a distraction in the sense that if you are not in a good space in said relationship, if you are not doing well with the person that you're with, then that negative energy literally can spill over into your life where it doesn't belong. Can you imagine getting a great new job, and then while you're at work one day you find out that the person you're with cheated on you? Are you going to excel at work that particular day? No, because you're going to be heartbroken, but you're at work. You know, have you seen that meme on Instagram where they say like one of the worst feelings is being at work and find out you're getting cheated on or getting broke up with? It's like the worst, right? So the negative feelings that come with attachment to another person can be quite distracting, as well as the fun that you'll have with another person. If you have fun with somebody and they don't have the same schedule as you, or they don't have the same worries as you, or maybe they're just not responsible. You know, you guys can be out having fun with each other, and you're supposed to be at home preparing something or doing something or getting something done, but you're more focused on wanting to be around that person and share their energy and do all those great things with them. And while it feels good, it can be somewhat of a setback, especially if you are trying to keep them happy because they need your time, or they require a lot of time and you can't quite give them that time because you're working on your next big thing. It can become a conflict of interest, your life and your life's needs versus your partner and your partner's needs. So sometimes it can be a distraction too. I've realized that about relationships as well. And I think that you gotta have a sense of self and personal identity to remain your own person. And make sure you're not on the track of codependency. Relationships, baby, like if you don't have a good sense of yourself, relationships are going to put you in a bad way. And I say that because nothing is all good all the time, right? Like you're gonna have some highs with your person, but then you also have some lows, you'll have some disagreements, you have some things that don't make you feel so good. You'll have some moments in which you're triggered because you guys have gone through things, or something was said, or someone did something, or you heard something, or you went through a phone, or whatever. And If you don't have a sense of yourself, you're going to find yourself trying to mold yourself into the person that you think that they want or you think that they need in order to do what you want them to do, or to act in a way that you want them to act, or to give you the love that you want. But the thing is that you are yourself before you are anyone else or anyone else's. And with that being said, if you are constantly doing things to make someone else happy, or if you're constantly doing things to appeal to someone else, or to not rock the boat, or to be walking on eggshells so that nothing becomes like hurtful or nothing shakes the table, then you are not living in your truth and you are not living in your honest self. And so you're living a lie, essentially, because you're not showing up as yourself, because you're trying to appeal to someone else. Imagine if you're somebody who, you know, is naturally a sexier girl. You're like curvy, you can't help it. It's just naturally all there, okay? And you meet a partner, when you guys meet, you know, they're fine with it because they're attracted to it, but further into a relationship, they start dropping hints about how they like their woman to be covered. Now you feel forced to, you know, or aggressed upon to put more clothes on, or to not go outside, or to not do certain things. And a lot of these things happen gradually in relationships, and sometimes you'll wake up and be like, I don't even enjoy this. This ain't even me. This isn't what I like. And I think that it's important that you figure out who you are and you get a good handle on what you like to do and what moves you and how you identify and what your convictions are before you get into a relationship. Because if you are not fully like centered in on that, you'll meet somebody and morph into whatever it is that they have going on. If you are not fully fixed on your thoughts, and when I say fixed, I'm not saying you can't change your mind, but if you don't have a really good handle on who it is you want to be, where it is you want to go, what you think is okay, what you think is not okay, you may find yourself in a relationship that doesn't serve you for the long haul, because you'll be so stuck on what it is that you need to do to make them happy, or to appeal to them, or to fit into their life, that you won't be living your own. And you'll embark on codependency. Well, I did this, so you should be doing this for me. You're not doing this for me, but I've done everything for you. I'll sacrifice this and I've done this. And then now it's a resentful mess because you didn't take the time to get to know yourself, and you didn't take the time to really live your own life. And now you got in a relationship and you live in their life with them, and you're not living your life for you. Guys, I hope that you guys can't hear this really loud banging that's happening upstairs. I think they may be moving or something. I don't know, but I really want them to get on with it because I have things to do. Okay, your partner also isn't responsible for your happiness. They should add and enhance or provide space for happiness, but they can't make you happy if you are internally unhappy. Now, this one was the best for last. This is a banger, and I'm gonna tell you why. So many people, okay, women and men, them and they, okay, everybody gets in relationships thinking that this person's gonna save me. I'm unhappy. They bring me happiness. They brought me out of a dark space. They opened my heart. They gave me, it's like it's great until it ain't, okay? It's great until you having a great day, and now they ain't having a great day, and now they putting you back in a dark space, okay? If they could feed you, they could starve you. If they can give it, they can take it away. And that's why happiness has to be an inside job, okay? Because in relationships, you'll find yourself together, but maybe not always on the same page. We are together because most times it is you and I. But we will not always feel like we're on the same accord. You know what I mean? We will not always feel like I'm tracking you. Like, we will not always feel that way. So if you are depending on another human being to make you happy, you are literally giving them the power to have a bad mood one day and ruin and sink your whole ship. That is way too temperamental, and it's way too volatile for me, okay? I personally can't understand why I ever did that. Like, I feel like some of us don't even understand that we're doing it. We're like, oh, well, you supposed to be made, oh, you made me upset, you ruined my day. And it's like, how did you ever relinquish that power? for someone to make or break your day? How did you relinquish that power for your person being in a good mood or a bad mood or a happy mood or a sad mood to dictate what space you're going to be in? Now, I do understand energy, and I understand sometimes you can be in relationships with a person and the energy just not be good. But that's exactly why you have to be in charge of your own happiness. You cannot charge anybody with that. You cannot say it's your job to make me happy. No, it's not. Some days I'm not gonna be happy. I still want you to be happy. If you depended on me to make both of us happy, wow, baby, we're fucked. It's a give and take. It's an ebb and flow. But mostly, you yourself should be dependent on yourself to deliver the happiness, to expose yourself to the happiness, to find the happiness in each moment, each day. One person in a relationship should not be responsible for that. Two people should not be responsible for making you happy and making you guys gotta share. And it's important to understand that relationships can become really toxic if you are depending on someone to make you happy. Okay, I've been in situations where a man is not happy until I do something he want me to do, and then it's like, oh, he's happy. But until when? What if I'm tired and I can't do what you want me to do? What if I, am incapacitated and I cannot let you feed off of my energy because I'm normally the high flying one? What if I cannot help you with what you need help with? It's like, I don't want to feel guilty or bad or useless because you can't keep yourself happy long enough for me to get myself together or recharge. And I'm sure somebody probably felt that way about me because I have not always been this mature. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's probably been times where I'm like, I'm having a bad day. You're supposed to do this and da-da-da. It's like, get over yourself, And I realized that now that I'm not in a relationship, that there is a mixture of very many things that make relationships whole, healthy, happy, with the ability to be long lasting and meaningful. And it's very important that we take that time to get to know ourselves, figure out our footing, really decide on what our thought processes are on a lot of things, get to the bottom of our convictions, so that when it is our time to be in a relationship with someone, we do well. And not just for that other person, but for ourselves. And for a lot of us, it's that person will come to you when you are knee deep in that self-love space. Some of us are so in a rush to be in a relationship, but it's kind of like, girl, even if he was in a relationship, that guy wasn't gonna be a good guy, that girl wasn't gonna be a good girl, that person wasn't gonna be a good person, because you still are down in the dumps and where you at, and you ain't really gonna attract all that good, because it's kind of like you only gonna be attracted to the crap that you used to being attracted to. And if you want something different, you kind of gotta go somewhere different. And if you wanna go somewhere different, you gotta wanna go to that place. And if you gotta wanna go to that place, you see where I'm going? You probably are becoming a different person. And so all of that stuff works together. Your journey from one place to another really helps you to get to the next part of enhancement or the next part of satisfaction. And sometimes you don't need to be in a relationship. Sometimes it's not your time. Sometimes that relationship ain't gonna do nothing but stagnate you. Sometimes that relationship ain't gonna do nothing but help you get so comfortable sitting in the house rubbing your feet on them that you forgot that you actually enjoy doing XYZ, or you never get a chance to discover that you like doing XYZ. So when you are in a relationship, you cultivate it, you nurture it, you make it good, and you explore and you learn with one another. But before you're in that, make sure you're in the space to be able to even do any of those things. That is what I've learned since being in a relationship and not being in one, okay? Those are my thoughts. And I think also I want to sneak in there, work on your attachment styles, because certain attachment styles will have you running in circles for no reason, and you need to know yours and you need to know theirs in order to be able to get a good handle on what you're up against. Because if they have an avoidant or fearful avoidant attachment style and you have an anxious attachment style, baby, you can go ahead and chalk it up, because you'll always be looking for them and they'll always be running from you, and they'll always come and love bomb you again, or check in with you again and then avoid it again, and then you'll always, it'll always be a tug and pull of some sort. So it's very important to become secure in your attachment style too, or as secure or healing toward that in order to be able to love and be loved in a healthy way. Those are my suggestions, and that's really what I've learned overall. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.